Saddam Hussein, full name Saddam Hussein al-Tikriti, was born on April 28, 1937, in the town of Al-Auja, near Tikrit in Iraq. He rose to power and became the president of Iraq, holding the position from July 16, 1979, until April 9, 2003, when his regime was overthrown by the United States-led invasion of Iraq. Saddam Hussein joined the Arab Ba'ath Socialist Party in 1957 and quickly became involved in revolutionary politics. After participating in an assassination attempt against the Prime Minister of Iraq, he fled to Egypt and later to Syria, where he was imprisoned for several years. He returned to Iraq in 1963 after the Ba'ath Party briefly took power in a coup. In 1968, the Ba'ath Party seized control of Iraq in a bloodless coup, and Saddam Hussein played a key role in the new government. He served as vice president under President Ahmed Hassan al-Bakr and gradually consolidated his power over the following years. In 1979, he became the president of Iraq after forcing al-Bakr to resign. During his presidency, Saddam Hussein implemented authoritarian policies, suppressed political dissent, and initiated several aggressive military actions. One of the most significant events during his rule was the Iran-Iraq War, which lasted from 1980 to 1988. This conflict, sparked by territorial and political disputes, resulted in a prolonged and devastating war that had significant consequences for both countries. Saddam Hussein's regime also engaged in the brutal repression of political opponents and minority groups, most notably the Kurdish population in northern Iraq. The use of chemical weapons against the Kurdish town of Halabja in 1988 resulted in thousands of civilian deaths and is considered one of the worst chemical attacks in history. In 1990, Saddam Hussein ordered the invasion of Kuwait, leading to the Gulf War, in which a U.S.-led coalition intervened to expel Iraqi forces from Kuwait. The war resulted in heavy losses for Iraq, including significant damage to its infrastructure and economy. Following the Gulf War, Iraq faced economic sanctions and international isolation. This period of sanctions and disarmament inspections by the United Nations lasted until the 2003 invasion of Iraq, which was justified by the U.S. and its allies on the grounds of eliminating Iraq's alleged weapons of mass destruction and ending Saddam Hussein's regime. Saddam Hussein was captured by U.S. forces in December 2003, and in 2006, he was tried by the Iraqi Special Tribunal for crimes against humanity, including the repression of the Kurdish population and the killing of political opponents. He was found guilty and was executed by hanging on December 30, 2006. Saddam Hussein's rule was marked by brutality, repression, and conflict, and his legacy continues to have a significant impact on Iraq and the broader Middle East region.